Hello everybody, welcome to GTPlanet and welcome to another video here on our YouTube channel. My name's Chaz Draycott, I'm the lead video producer for GTPlanet and it's a delight to be back on your screens once again. Now I'm sure many of you like me have always wondered about why Gran Turismo 7's AI is so easy, but also come across races that can be a real sticking point as well. Sometimes it's down to luck with weather, sometimes it's actually down to luck with AI, whether they just decide to be fast or not, and sometimes it's difficult to get the perfect car to match a scenario. What I'm doing today is highlighting one of those races for you. I actually got to this race during the menu books and obviously the sort of career of Gran Turismo 7. I managed to get to this point and realise that you really have to have the specific setup for this. You have to be absolutely spot on. It's a very pesky race at Daytona, and it's the Group 1 Prototype Series race. I use the Toyota GR010 Hybrid for this race after trying, I think, 6 or 7 different cars. It's cost me a lot of money, and I've had about 15 attempts at this race, I think, before now. I only just completed it the other day, and funnily enough, it's that difficult to do that I went to show a friend of mine just the other day what I managed to do to obviously beat this race, and he said, go on then, show me. So I streamed it to him as we chatted online, and yeah, I then didn't beat it. So I'm going to try and do a live demonstration of this here for you today of what I did when I beat this race. The car in question is the GR010. All we've done basically is turn the downforce on the front all the way up. We've added the medium RPM turbocharger. It's a modification you can get for the car that gives it some 980 odd horsepower instead of the usual 600. Oh, actually, it says up there 985 horsepower instead of the 660 I think it's usually got. So it's a rapid beast, but you come up against some serious bits of kit in here. It's not even at the top of the performance bracket either, because you can get 950 or less in here, and it's at 903.6 right now. So there's definitely more maneuverability for better performance out of this car. The main car to look at is Valerio Gallo's R92CP, the Nissan. That is the car that is definitely the one to beat around here. He's usually right at the front of the field. Has a pit stop just after the halfway point, I think lap 6 usually. But in the second half, after that, seems to be very fast because the AI doesn't need to save any fuel or anything like that. So yeah, it's pretty terrifying how quick they can be. We're going to jump in and we're going to go straight for it. I went through the forums for a long time looking for a way on how to beat this, and there was a number of people that had just had lots of different luck when it came to the way that the AI behave, whether they had good laps, bad laps. We're going to be on mediums for this. Now I'm going to be really careful because when I was showing my friend this last time, the right rear was starting to let go and I binned it into turn 1. I was just on the brakes and it went completely sideways and around. I don't want that to happen again, please. So let's go. I tend to do this race on the bonnet cam and we go into fuel mode 4. That's the main thing. You've got a 10 times fuel multiplier and 12 times tyre wear multiplier on in this race, so you've got to be very careful of both. I also want to change the traction control when I get a chance, down to 1 instead of on 2. It's probably a reason that I cooked my rears previously, but still. Oh, sugar. I'm maybe going to put that back to 2, because I'm not a talented enough driver to manage 1 traction control, I don't think. I'll give it a lap. See whether I survive or not, because there's going to be less and less grip as the race goes on. It's when that turbocharger kicks in. Wait till you see this car on the banking though. It is a rocket ship, absolute rocket ship, with that hybrid system and 986 horsepower, 3rd gear, and it just goes, look. Bye bye. Bye bye. And that's on fuel mode 4 as well. Because the hybrid system doesn't seem to be bothered about whatever fuel mode you're in, it's rapid no matter what, this car, and that's one of the tricks of it, I think. That might be a penalty, which won't help. So one of the main things to keep an eye on here is the red box on the timing tower just there. That will tell you the gap to the race leader. As you can see, it's coming down very quickly at the moment, but we still need to be really cautious of it. Now I want to be really cautious of my right rear tyre as well in this, because I don't want to shred it. I'm also way too late on the brakes very often into there. With so much power, you can't kick its head in because in slow corners it's just a nightmare. I'll sneak through there, thank you. Oh, sorry. Oh, did I push you off the road there? I'm sorry. That wasn't very nice of me, was it? I didn't realise you were still alongside. Stop it. Go. Bye-bye. Alright, hopefully we'll clear these two before the bus stop. That's dodgy. Thank you. Go, go, go. You really can't waste any time in this race. That's the terrifying thing of it. I'm going to go to traction control 2. Because I think as the tyres start to go off, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. This could be dangerous. Oh no. Made a silly. There it is, kick in. Back to traction control 1. Sorry, 787B, I'm understeering. I can feel it oversteering around there even, that's how bad it's getting. It's not good, man. Short shift to 3rd and just let the car propel itself on the hybrid. Now in previous run-throughs actually, in the run-through that I did when I won this race, I was within a second and a half of Gallo when I pitted at the end of lap 5. That's the sort of difference we're dealing with. Don't hit the Sauber, Chaz. Car's pitting already. Sassuolo in from softs. Yeah, the only thing is the traction control really limits you when you're trying to punch it out of a corner. But at the same time, I can't trust myself to get it that right. Whoa, no, not a chance am I going on traction control 1 now. That scared me too much. I know I've probably got a very serious face on, as I always do when I'm driving, but I am enjoying myself to be driving this car again and hopefully getting this right for you guys so you can see that it's possible with this car. Like I say, there's a lot of different ways of doing it. Check out the forums, see what people have done, just figure out their strategies and help one another. That's why the forums are there. They're so great for that. I'm also hoping to pick up some tips for the Suzuka race in this same little 3-race championship, because I've heard that it's an absolute sausage, with a lot of the race being down to whether you get lucky with the rain or not, and sometimes the AI just being rapid out of nowhere. Okay, so we've got 1.6 laps of fuel remaining. We need to remember that if we turn that down to 3, we're going to have much less than 1.5 laps of fuel remaining. 9.6 seconds off Gallo. There he is, just going the other way. You can see him there. Stop it, little pig. I'm sorry, rear tyres, but you can have a break now. Okay, so we're 7.5 seconds off, but that is coming down drastically now. I'm going to turn the fuel mode to 2. It's going to help that even more. So we've got the gap now under 5 seconds by the time we pit. I'm going to put it back to 4, take advantage of the fact that you can nail it into the pit lane, go for the mediums, and you can see by that little white diamond there how much fuel we need left in the car to make it to the end. I'm just going to fill the thing completely up. I'm just going to fill it all the way. I may as well have a little bit more just in case I need it than not enough. Right, fill it up. Don't touch the button, Chaz, don't touch the button. Did that before as well. I've hovered my finger over the button and for some reason pressed it. You don't even need to press anything, just go. Right, come on. We put it in mode 4 as we came back into the pit, so that's fine. We're still on traction control 2. Just nice and smooth on the throttle. Just don't be an idiot, Chaz. Bit of traffic here, that's not going to help us. We're not going to help them either. Hello. A smooth driver I'm not. A good driver I'm not. But if an idiot like me could do these races and win this, that's the point. If I can do this, you can do this. This is on the hardest AI setting, by the way. On the standard AI, that is, not Sophie 2.0, which I did a video on the other day. Come on, move out of the way, move out of the way, move out of the way, move out of the way. Thank you. Excuse me, if I get a penalty for that, I'm going to uninstall you. Thanks. That's really messed with us. I didn't ignore the track limit, he ignored it for me. Not happy with that. Less than 9 seconds it was, as I just looked before I locked up on the brakes. Have I just been mugged by the 787B? I'll get off the curb. Bye bye. I'm actually nervous now because if I've recorded all this and I don't do it, I'm going to be fuming. And it will also make me look like an absolute pillock. Jordan will be angry at me. Andrew will be disappointed in me. Ooh. But it's content. Promise. Look where you're going, Chaz. Right. 5.8 seconds to catch Gallo. Come on. 3 laps to go. We can do that. Maybe I've got the gears a little bit too long. That was nice. Come on, get him before the kink. Get him before the kink. No. Oh my Christ. That was so early on the brakes. I knew he was going to be early on the brakes, but not that early. There he is. There. Go. Fetch. Go on, Shep. Fetch. I can sort of relax a bit now knowing that we're that close. Because one thing I found previously is once you get past that Nissan, I don't know what the game does, but it's suddenly twice as quick as whatever car you're driving. Oh no. Sorry, Mum. So what I'm going to do is get near him and not overtake him until absolutely necessary. 2.7 laps of fuel left. So if we need to, we can really open the taps in the final moments and use all that fuel. Okay, 1.1 seconds left, everybody. We know how much faster our little Toyota is in a straight line than the Nissan. I've just not got to drive like a pillock. Yeah? And, well, there he goes, driving like a pillock. Traction control is my best friend right now. Hello. Look at that thing go, though. Look at that. How am I supposed to compete with that? Oh, yeah. This is how. Deploy. Bye-bye. Oh, you know, I'm going to sit behind him. Oh. Did you hit the brakes there instead of the clutch? Oh, yeah. There you go. Mode 1. Bye-bye. Look, all of a sudden the car gets faster. This is going to be a sketchy last lap. I'm concentrating. Look! Where have you pulled that out from? Look, that's just what is that? What is this? This is what I was on about with like having a look about the AI and stuff. The Suzuka one's mainly about weather. But look at this. We've seen that we have the fastest car here by miles, and that is suddenly... What? That's not slipstream. Look, it's not slipstream. I feel betrayed. I'm just going to slowly go through the bus stop. Go away. Right, mode 1. It's in a bit. Look at that. The gap is barely growing. Well, I may have done it, but it shows you, doesn't it? It's not easy to do that. Flipping heck. Get yourself a Toyota GR010 hybrid. Not that there's any other spec. Put some racing mediums on it. Run most of the race in fuel mode 4 and get on with it and you'll be alright. Because if this idiot can do it, you can do it. There's the result. Half a second over Gallo, but then look at that, 20 seconds over everybody else. It's not easy, that, and I have to take on the Suzuka race at some point. I will record my first attempt at it so we can just see how it goes and see how badly I get on. I'll probably upload that for you guys as well. Let me know if you want to see that, by the way, whether it's got a story to it or not, just whether you want to see my first attempt at that race and see what I think of it. But that is going to be it for this episode. And thank you very much for watching. I hope this has helped in some way. If some of you are stuck on this, like I say, the forums are fantastic for it. Go and check them out. There's so many people that are amazingly helpful on there with setups, strategies, all sorts for these sorts of races. So, yeah, go and check out the forums. I'll put a link to the forums in the description below. Thanks as always for watching, though, everybody. I've been Chaz Draycott here on GT Planet. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you very soon.